What is happening, guys? Goldie Black Ops Kid here, coming at you with another Apex Legends video, how to get more wins in this game. Now, the first thing I want to do is choosing your class type. I would recommend playing with friends. I honestly haven't really played with any of my friends with this game, once or twice maybe, but I haven't really had anyone that wasn't super bad at the game. I feel like the best character I've been playing as is the Blood Tracker, or the Recon guy. His abilities are just really good. They're able to scan enemies through walls, as well as his ultimate increases his movement speed and can actually track their footsteps, so they basically follow the enemy right to where they are. That helps out actually quite a bit. Helps your team as well, and it altogether just really good. If you're a really aggressive or pushy player, definitely recommend this guy. He's really good. Other than that, other people that I would recommend in a squad is probably Lifeline. She has a ultimate that drops a care package and pretty much gives you level 3 gear, and it can be very effective in the final battle. They also can give you pretty decent weapons as well. So I definitely recommend dropping this person with a squad, and as well as, so I definitely recommend Bloodhound. I also like Lifeline. I would also recommend either Mirage, as he's really good, or I'd really say Pathfinder or Wraith would be my top choices. Caustic I've seen people play around with and can give you some pretty defensive positions, but as Mirage and Caustic actually have to require you to play the game quite a bit, or you just buy the characters, not going to really help you out with this guide too much. Other than that, one thing I want you to do once you drop in with your squad, either you guys have, I can't stress this enough, you need to have constant communication, either mics or you can ping locations pretty well. This game really requires you not to have a whole lot of voice chat, although you can ping people's location, which really is nice, but better of course to have microphones. But if you're unfortunate like me, and most of the games that you play with, people don't have mics, it actually helps out quite a bit. So now when we're looking at the map, where are some good places to land? I've landed Hydro Dam, I've dropped Skull Town, Thunderdome. Those are really good places to land. Slum Lakes is alright. Those are the ones I would definitely recommend. The map's not super huge, so there is not a lot of places to land. There's only 60 people in this map. So one of the places I would definitely recommend, if you're ballsy, go for a hot zone, so like where there's high loot. You can get some pretty good armor here. So like in this gameplay that I'm going to show you, we do go for the hot zone. We end up, raising hell. And, another good spot to land really is just the supply ship. The supply ship gives you a lot of high tier loot as well, but it also has the encumberment of either you landing and dying really quickly. Same thing with the hot zone as well, but it is really good to get super good gear, and you basically run into no problems whatsoever. Other than that, when you drop, I would recommend getting a gun like a longbow or a burst AR, as they do really good damage at high, without recoil. The gun that I've really used a lot is, I definitely recommend the Flatline and the Longbow, as that's my best combo that I've used so far, especially with, the Blood Hunter character as Bloodhound. It does extremely good damage, has really good attachments as well. I haven't had anything fully kitted yet, but I've always found these guns to be the best when it comes down to firefights. The longbow is, of course, like a sniper rifle weapon. It can do some pretty good damage. Just hitting the target can do about 50 damage a piece. The flatline does a pretty good constant 20 damage per second, which it can just totally shred an enemy, which you can see in these gameplays here. You're going to want to try and get max armor if you can. Always stock up on ammo. Whenever you see a firefight with, if you're playing Bloodhound, make sure you spam your left bumper, as it will automatically tag tangos within a short little perimeter. And of course, if you're playing around with in this gameplay, actually, we didn't have a whole lot of defensive players, so we didn't have Lifeline, but we do have another gameplay here of me getting a win. with Lifeline. Spawning in a care package giving me a full maxed out armor, which is really nice. So you can have really good defensive characters. You just have to make sure, like I said, if you have mics would be better. It's really nice and coordinated when you can get these kind of things. Whether or not you have full kitted loot, you can get, of course, ordnance, speed up things. I can't remember exactly what they're called, but they can speed up your ultimates so you can get more supply drops. So one thing that I worry about is just making sure you get the drop and don't get attacked. It does take a little bit to get used to, and the ship takes a little bit to get down there, but once it's there, you get some pretty high tier loot. So the dropping is not easy, or is not hard. Recently, a lot of people don't know this, but this game is very easy to get up to high ground. You can actually climb cliffs. In this clip here, too, we get up to the top zone. There's only one squad left. And I'm taking a couple of different good shots to them. And that's really all this game needs. You get above them, just like Fortnite, you get above them, you got the drop, you got the fight, you know? And, of course, if you're playing with Bloodhound, spam your ultimate, and you're guaranteed to win the fight usually, as he just does crazy amounts of damage, and does really good, like I said, good high tier damage, and it can run really quick when he does this too. I do believe it doubles sprint speed, and it also tracks enemy movement, if I remember correctly. So that's another good hint. I definitely would recommend supply caches or just going inside of buildings. I haven't really found just weapons laying outside like most Battle Royale games, just kind of wandering around finding them. These are actually pretty much all oriented inside of buildings, so I would be checking all these things. Once you got high loot, just make sure you keep your combat awareness, look around you, do that kind of thing. I will say, if you do choose Pathfinder, he does really good about getting on top of enemies. So a lot of people do run around with shotguns in this map, and this game I should say, and that helps out a lot of people too. Especially with Pathfinder, you can actually zipline people to you and actually shotgun them for super high damage, like full HP kills. It's crazy. So that is also something I recommend. It just really depends who you pick. You can actually win the game every single time. I think I've won 7 or 8 times, and I've only played about maybe 25 games, 20 games, something like that. I think it's 25. And I've been having a lot of fun with this game, and it's not that it's hard. You just need to have people that know what they're doing. If you're a newbie, it's not going to be super easy to get a win. I got a win within my first hour of gameplay. So you might not be as lucky as this, but if you follow this guide, it shouldn't be too difficult. Like I said, always try and get on top of buildings. Get up high, shoot those people down. As long as your people are choosing the right characters, it's best to squad up with some friends. If not, I have Xbox and PS4 of this game. If you guys really want to get some wins with me, just drop your gamer tags down in the comment section. We'll definitely play some games. I would recommend a mic. If you don't have a mic, not a big deal. Also, you'll be featured in a video, which would be cool. I mean, if you get down too, you have the shield that helps. Just like I said, rely on your teammates. That's one of the biggest things in this game that I cannot stress enough, is your teammates always gotta have your back. You gotta want to, if you run together, you're not gonna die. I'd probably say the biggest situation of this game right now is people running off doing whatever they want, exploring the map, one squad away from, or one teammate away from their whole squad, and they just get decimated. If you're running together and you're conquering areas, looting houses, putting those pings out there, sending out those call signs, if there's people, if you're playing as Bloodhound, you can actually see where people are running around at, and that helps with where you're showing out your call signs. If you don't have those, you're not going to secure the win. You're not going to do very good in a firefight either, with all that kind of stuff. If you drop the high tier zones, you're going to get good weapons like LMGs or flatlines. Longbows is what I use that every single time. If I have a longbow and a flatline, I guarantee to win the game every single time. Like I said, always try and get those loot in areas that are underneath ground too. They have a lot of underground areas in here as well. A lot of underground areas have super good loot, like legendary loot, full kitted weapons, max armor. It's just, you gotta look around, but you gotta keep that formation tight. and you gotta keep pushing. You gotta keep going to those high objectives. Drop risky, get those good guns, and you're pretty much guaranteed to get the win. I have no power, so I couldn't record a lot of the gameplay or a lot of the things where I pretty much walk you step by step as a normal video and just record as I go. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate all the love and support on the channel recently. If you guys could, make you smash the like button, subscribe if you like the content, and as well, if you like the content and you think your friends might want to see some more of this great gameplay, share the channel with your friends. It always helps out a lot. So I definitely recommend all the shares as you could. Get this channel the recognition it really deserves. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.